In the race for superpower dominance, resources and influence are the currencies worth accumulating. And this is something that China has been doing for years.
Have you ever wondered about the battle for influence in Africa? Witness how China's dominance on the continent has triggered a robust response from the United States. This video reveals that showdown isn't just about resources, it's a quest for power and impact in the changing world. Join us as we uncover the hidden dynamics of this fierce competition, explore what's driving China's trillion-dollar investments in Africa and why the US is catching up. What do African nations stand to gain from this global tussle? It's a tale of strategy, opportunity, and the future of the continent. Stick with us as this journey is not to be missed. In the past 10 years, China has directed trillions of dollars into a wide array of projects throughout Africa. Their primary goal has been to strategically acquire crucial resources necessary for the world's future, such as valuable minerals like copper and cobalt. This substantial financial commitment has led to a substantial boost in China's sway across the African continent, particularly in mining operations. The impact of their investments is most evident in mines located within the Democratic Republic of Congo. China's involvement in Africa has indeed contributed to economic growth, created new employment prospects, and upgraded the continent's infrastructure. However, it's also given rise to worries regarding the extent of China's sway over African nations and how this might affect local governance and the management of valuable resources. This issue goes beyond just economic concerns. It encompasses discussions about power dynamics, strategic moves, and the prospects for the entire continent. Let's delve into how the United States is actively addressing this evolving situation and what motivates their rekindled interest in Africa. While China surged ahead with investments in Africa, the United States initially appeared to take a back seat. However, a significant shift has occurred, with the US now on a mission to catch up. This newfound determination is primarily driven by recognizing the valuable resources and opportunities that Africa offers. The US is focusing on securing critical minerals for green energy and mitigating carbon emissions, viewing Africa as a pivotal player in achieving these goals. This competition is not just about resources, it's about influence, partnerships, and securing a place in Africa's future. The rivalry between China and the US in Africa is intensifying, and the US is determined not to lag behind. The question now is how far this catch-up mission will go and what impact it will have on the African continent and beyond. Cobalt Metals, an ambitious American firm, has focused its attention on the abundant copper wealth found in Zambia. The company is working tirelessly day and night with the goal of acquiring a crucial resource. The competition to secure these valuable resources is intense, and Cobalt Metals finds itself right in the thick of it. Let's explore what lies ahead for them, the formidable challenges they must overcome, and the potential impact their discoveries may have on the global landscape. Sourcing minerals involves much more than just discovering them. It's a complex expedition. When it comes to the valuable copper and cobalt hidden deep in Africa, the challenge is getting them from mines in countries like Zambia and the DRC to the end users, who may be far away. Think about the logistics, the infrastructure that's needed, and the obstacles that must be overcome. Every single chunk of copper or cobalt must navigate its way to its final destination, and this is far from a straightforward process. The journey can take them either east towards China and Asia, or west towards Europe and the United States. It's like putting together a giant puzzle, where each piece plays a critical role in the global supply chain. China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive global infrastructure program, promised economic development and improved infrastructure in Africa. As China's economy slowed down, its lending to African countries was affected, leading to new challenges for nations reliant on Chinese funding for their infrastructure projects. As a result, the pace of US engagement in African countries increased, with leaders visiting the continent and scaling up existing programs. African countries like Zambia and Angola realized that they could benefit from this competition by demanding investment in local manufacturing and reshaping their relationships with global giants, paving the way for a new era of development. Amidst the shifting African landscape, the US and G7 have seized an opportunity, committing a massive $600 billion investment over 5 years in middle and low-income countries in response to China's influential Belt and Road Initiative. Their strategy involves not only financial power but more increased engagement, with more US leaders visiting Africa since the 2022 US-Africa Summit. African countries like Zambia and Angola view this as a chance to benefit from the competition. The refurbishment of the Benguela Railway is just one example. The US aims to finance this project, potentially building a new line with the European Union. The total investment in this Lobito Corridor project could amount to nearly $1 billion, with contributions from various parties. Despite these efforts, the US and its allies still trail behind China's extensive investments in Africa over the past decade. African countries hope to see a scale and pace of engagement that matches China's influence on the continent as the competition for influence in Africa unfolds, with significant consequences for the region's future. In the realm of fierce competition between global giants, African nations like Zambia and Angola are emerging as unexpected beneficiaries. They're no longer focused solely on shipping raw materials. These countries are now looking beyond resource extraction to local manufacturing. As they navigate the landscape of the US and China vying for influence, African nations are seizing the opportunity to demand investment in industries and infrastructure that can boost their economies. The competition between superpowers is shifting the conversation from mere resource export to sustainable development, with African countries seeking not only economic gains but also self-sufficiency, development, and prosperity. Explore what these African nations want from this global contest and how it affects their future. It's a narrative of transformation and growth, with the African continent at the center of it all. The refurbishment of the Benguela Railway is a game-changer. The United States, along with its European Union partners, plans to invest nearly $1 billion to revitalize this historic railway. Additionally, a group led by commodity trader Trafigura is contributing an additional $555 million. This substantial effort is not just about finances, it's securing a vital link in the chain. The revamped railway could open new avenues for transporting resources from the heart of Africa to the world. The details of how they plan to achieve this are exciting and will significantly impact the African resource race. The big question is how this investment will impact the game, and what the refurbished Benguela Railway means for the future of resource transport in Africa. Let's explore this further as we continue this intriguing story. Africa's role in this geopolitical contest goes beyond being a mere battleground for superpowers. It's about what Africa genuinely desires. The critical question is, what African nations aim to achieve from their relationships with the US and China. It's not just about resources. It's about development, empowerment, and claiming a fair share of the global stage. African countries are not content with being mere sources of raw materials. They seek investment in local industries and manufacturing. Their quest is for self-reliance, independence, and the opportunity to shape their own destiny. The most significant question is not what the US or China are gaining. It's about what Africa is achieving from these complex relationships. Their aspiration is for development and a brighter future, driving their active engagement in this evolving global competition. As we conclude this captivating journey into the world of China's influence in Africa and the US response, remember that this story is far from over. The battle for Africa's future continues to unfold, and you don't want to miss any moment of it. If you've been intrigued by the twists and turns of this narrative, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Be the first to know as we delve deeper into the mysteries of global competition, diplomacy, and the impact on the entire continent. Stay tuned, stay curious, and stay engaged. Until next time, goodbye.